Hello everyone, Lyle here from West Tennessee Gold and Silver Exchange, and today I got another collection. Welcome everybody, my name is Lyle and I own West Tennessee Gold and Silver Exchange here in Savannah, Tennessee. And I do a lot of videos of all of the cool collections that people bring in. And today I'm going to be doing one of those collections. But before I do, I want to remind you guys that I am running a giveaway. As soon as I reach 500 subscribers, I'm going to give away some cool stuff to anybody who watches that video and likes, subscribes, and comments. So if you want to be entered to win, check out that video, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe. Yesterday, I had a pretty busy day. I did a video earlier of another collection that came in. You can check out that video here. And it was a fun collection, a lot of good stuff in it. And then shortly after that person came in, another guy came in, a regular, who he told me his father passed away, left him all of this stuff. He wants to go ahead and get rid of some of it and cash it in, get some money. So I was more than happy to help him. He brought all of this stuff right here. And this was all inside a Tupperware container. So I was kind of excited to see what was in it because I saw some, like this one right here. This is an old flip and some change, maybe some silver. He had these bills in there as well. So I looked through it fairly quickly and I gave him what I thought was fair. I didn't really see major stuff in here. There is one or two cool things in there that we will get to. But for now, I'm going to go ahead, lower the camera, bring out the tray, and start going through this stuff right here. Here's everything from the box. I spread everything out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a minute or two, which I will probably forward it, and I'm going to see if I can put these into some piles to better look at everything. That took a little bit longer than expected, but I got things in some categories. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go get another tray, and I'm going to start taking stuff out of this tray, put it into the other one so we can keep things nice and neat, and we'll start looking through all of this stuff. Got the new tray ready, but before we get to that big collection that I have right in front of me, I want to show you guys these two things that came in. Another person came in that same day, and they brought me these guys. This one's going to be quick because it was just these two, but this is a 2006 Silver Eagle First Strike Gem Uncirculated by NGC. And this one's pretty cool. And they also brought me this $50 Walking Liberty. So these two things, I do get very small collections like this occasionally. I don't really do many videos on them. I just price them and out they go. But I have a big one to do right now, so let's get to it. So I got the other tray up here, and then I got the one that I'm going to show you guys. I'm just going to start grabbing stuff and show you what it is. I got them all in piles. I'm going to show you the least interesting stuff first, so if you want to see some more interesting stuff, just forward the video. Or just watch whatever shows up, because it's all going to be cool. But they had these bills right here. And I've done videos on like the old bills before, and I did another video on searching through for like star notes and fancy serial numbers, all of that stuff. But these guys were in here. They're all pretty old. They're from the 1963 series, and this is a Joseph Barr bill, which somebody told me that Joseph Barr was only in office for a very, very, very short time. And because of that, those bills, I don't think they're valuable. They're just like more of a novelty thing, like a history deal. But I haven't found anybody who's willing to give me a good premium over the dollar for a Joseph Barr bill. But he had all of these. I think I paid him face value on them because I just didn't see much value in them. The fancy numbers weren't the serial numbers weren't fancy or anything like that. But I believe there was also a silver certificate in here as well. But these are all from Joseph Barr in 1963 series. Another Joseph Barr, quite a few of them. So I guess people were finding them and just holding on to them for some reason, thinking that they'd probably be worth something. But the they print so many of these that I'm pretty sure there's still a ton of them are floating around in circulation. But yeah, they all seem to be Joseph Barr. Here's the silver cert I was telling you. Silver certificate. Here's a star note from 77, which is pretty cool. And then this one right here, another star note from 1981. This one's in pretty good shape if it wasn't all folded like that. But that's okay. I can put this inside of a nice sleeve. But pretty cool. Our $1 bill has not really changed much in the past 50 years, it looks like. So, all right, let's keep on moving because this collection might take me a while to look through. And there was also this little pouch of foreign stuff. If you've watched some of my other videos, you'll hear me talk about coin stores, pawn shops. We all collect stuff. We get random things like this that are just really not worth much, but the people selling them, they don't want them. What else am I going to do? I'm not going to tell them no. I could just tell them no and we can just put it in the trash, but this one's pretty cool. It's a 1 cent from 1969. It's got a starfish on it, but the camera won't focus. There we go. Cool coin from the Bahamas. A 1 centavo. Oh no, 20 centavos. From 1946. Mexican coin. So yeah, not much. Nothing cool here. Well, it's all cool, but just a lot of foreign random stuff. This one right here looks pretty cool, whatever this is. It's a half penny from 1959. 1959 half penny. That one's cool. All right. There, from what I remember, there was a lot of face value stuff, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab all of the half dollars here. We'll look through them to find the silvers. We'll see what silvers they are. We'll get rid of all of the other face value stuff. But if you're ever coin roll hunting or if you're hunting through change, this is the fastest way you can tell if it's silver or not. Just look at the edge. If you see copper, it is not silver. These guys are copper. You can see the copper all right there. So face value, when you get a big old stack like this, same rules apply. You can immediately tell that this one does not look like the others. So that one will go out. Same with this one right here. And this one right here. I can see the copper. I can see the copper. This one looks like it's going to be in good condition. This is 94. Look at the rim. There we go. Camera. So there's the rim. And then copper. I can see it. Copper. Copper, copper. Right here is another one. Copper. 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 So all of this you can see all has copper. Those are all face value. Here's another stack. This is all copper here. Copper, copper. Here we go. Right there. Copper, copper. Another one. Sometimes it can fool you. You just have to make sure you double check if you're doing it this way to make sure nothing slips by, because there are some 40%ers that can trick you. It looks like it kind of has some copper in it, but the 40%ers do have copper. It just does not have too much in it. It does have 40% silver. But these guys, except for that one right there, all look like they have copper. So this is all 50 cents right here. 50-cent face value. And here's another half, a straggler, the 94. Put that with the face value. And there's a few more over here. Here's a bicentennial, $50, not silver. The bicentennial year did have some that had 40% silver, but those are the ones minted in San Francisco. That one does not have it. And here is a 64. But it looks like this is all the silver in the halves that we got. Now let's see which ones are here. We got a 64, it's the 90%er. Another 90%er, 90%er, 90%er. Here's a Franklin. 1963 Franklin. A 64. And another 64. These coins kind of have some pretty cool toning in them. Nice toning. And then a 1965. So this is a 40%er. A 40%, $50. Cool. Found a few that are going to go in the junk silver bin. All right. Looks like we got some dollars over here. Some more face value stuff. A few Sacagawea dollars. Presidential dollar, yeah. More Sacagawea. I've gotten into the habit of checking out these Sacagaweas just to make sure that I don't have the very expensive one, but it doesn't look like I do. This one's got some cool toning, but these are all face value. And here is some more dollars. These are all Susan B. Anthony's. I don't believe any Susan B. Anthony has silver in it. So those are all face value. I'm going to show you this cool thing right here. He had like some tokens and some weird odds and ends stuff. Like, who does this? This isn't gold or anything. And this is a 1969 penny. Used it as jewelry. If you were going to do this, I would think you would use a better looking coin. But 1969, this isn't gold. It's fool's gold. But I just thought it was neat. Somebody made that. Here's this metal right here. This is a bronze. I believe it's bronze. From 73. What is it? This is probably political. Yeah. Don't be an donkey. Vote Republican. This is cool. I'll probably end up putting this in the display case, and this will definitely sell for a few bucks. And here's another one. Good for in trade. It is pretty worn. M&W. Not sure where this token is from, but very worn. Pretty cool. Then this thing right here, I saw this and I was like, oh, awesome. You guys know how I like advertising characters and all of that stuff. Well, this one's from Sears. So, celebrating Sears, new century. But Sears, I don't think will make it to 2086. I really don't. Because I think Sears is not doing so well. But that's cool. That stuff like that ends up going in my collection. And then there's this thing right here. Looks like it's a old Roman coin maybe, but it is fake because in the back it does have the word copy stamped on it. So it is pretty cool. All right, let's keep moving along with some peace dollars. We got two peace dollars right here, 1923 and a 1922. Kind of worn peace dollars, but that's okay. Good for the silver game. And then a Eisenhower, face value right here. Here's a Canadian quarter. It's silver. I think that's probably why I took it out of that pouch. From 1960. Here's a few pennies right here. Nothing, well, that's a dime. Nothing really special. This guy's pretty worn. Will more than likely just go into the copper bin. That one, not even going to try to resell. Here's a 1902, very worn Indian head. And this one, I can't even read the date on it. Let's see if the camera will focus good enough. It's hard to tell. This thing is very, very worn. It is a wheat cent, though. You can see the 1 cent right there. And 1909, maybe? I would really hate for this to be a 1909 VDBS. That would be heartbreaking if it is. But no, I think I see a 2 right there, maybe a 9 here, 1929 maybe. I don't know. Very hard to tell. It's pretty worn. We'll just end up going inside of the copper bin. Here's another one. It's a 1944. 1944 copper. Yeah, 1944 copper. Look at all that rust, though. What if this is a 1944 steel? I can kind of see the copper. I don't know. Let me get my magnet. Okay, it does look rusted, but it could just be dirty. And 1944 is the year you want to look for in steel. But I got the magnet. Let's see what happens. Nope, does not stick. All right, this thing is still looking at me over here. Check this out. I remember seeing this and I was like, what in the world is that? But it looks like this is a silver quarter that was in the middle of being turned into, come on, camera, focus. It was in the middle of being turned into a ring before they stopped. Like you can see the outline. They just never punched out the middle part or did whatever they need to do to turn it into a ring. But that's cool. Still silver. It's a 1954 Washington. So it is silver. Let's grab all of these dimes right here. Let's see if we can find some silver. Same rules apply with pretty much any silver, is to look at the edge. The edge will tell you fairly quickly if it has copper in it or not. So here is all of them. But these guys are pretty dirty, so I might have to double look. But this right here looks like it's a penny, but it's not. It's just a very dirty 1970. So 1970 is not silver. That goes in the face value. 1965 face value is a mercury. So that one is definitely silver. These guys are silver right here. This one looks really dirty. Let's see what it is. Investigate. 1965, 66. And 85, 86, somewhere around there. Not silver. Here's another one. This one's from 72. Those guys are pretty dirty. There's a Barber. That is silver, silver, silver. It's right here. Dirty one from the 80s. And 67. So a lot of face value in here. That one's silver. Oh, that one's silver. That's silver. That one. That's silver. I'm just trying to weed out the obvious silver ones. And all of these other ones look to be not, but let's go ahead and check them out. This is a 68, I believe. Yep, 68. And a 78. A 58. See, that's why we double check, because this one is silver, even though you can see the edge. And it looks like there's copper in there, but it's a silver one. And 91. 67. Got a few more to check. 70. A 67. Not silver. Remember, you got to look for 64 or older. 67. 64 or older is what you want. 1970. And this last one is 1967. So this is all face value right here. This is all of our silver. So let's go ahead and weed out the rosies, because rosies more than likely always go into the junk silver bin. Here is our first Mercury, a 1924. That's a common. 1944 is also common. A 1925 is common. Remember, the one we really look for is the 1916D and a 1945. These are all common. And this last one right here is a 1903 Barber. 1903 is somewhat of a okay date. If it's an S, it can definitely be worth some money. I don't know in this condition, though. So let's turn it around and see if we got an S. It is a... it's an O. Not a good key date, but it is one of the better ones if this was in better shape. But it is not. 1903, if it was an S, it would have been great even in this condition. But an O in this condition might just end up getting thrown in the junk silver bin. Let's keep the train moving with these nickels. We got a Indian head. No date, really. I think I'm just going to separate these before I start doing that. Separate the buffaloes. All right, I got all the Jeffersons right here. The only ones we really look for are the war nickels. Those are easily spotted. If you look at the reverse, you will see the Monticello. Right above the Monticello, you should see a mint mark. This one does not have a mint mark up there, so that one is a face value nickel. Another face value. This one right here looks right, but it is there's no mint mark up there, so this one is from the year 78. 78 was not during World War II, so that one is no good. This one right here is a 42, but does not have a mint mark. This one, no mint mark. That one's the wrong year. This one right here, oh, there we go. You can see the mint mark right there. This one is a P. So this is a war nickel. It's got some silver in it. That one is no good, no good, no good. This 1983 looks to be in decent shape. but face value, face value, face value, face value, 53, face value. Here's another war nickel. You can tell by the mint mark, that's an S. No good, no good. This is all face value stuff right here. All face value, face. And this one right here, that's a war nickel. And another face value one right here. And here's another nickel that got stuck in the bunch. This one, oh, some peeled out. No mint mark. So 3 war nickels. And here's some face value stuff. Now, what I do with the face value stuff, I just throw it in a jar until I accumulate quite a bit. Then I'll just take it to the bank, have them roll it for me, and I get my money back. Oh, here's another Jefferson that I missed, 1940, face value. All right, and these Buffalo nickels, the only one I really sought after is the 3-legged buffalo because I want to see if I can find a 3-legged out in the wild. Even if it's no date, I still look at the back just to see if it has the... Well, this one's got some weird corrosion. Looks like it might have been in a fire. It's from 1920. I also look for some of the older ones too, but a lot of the Buffalo nickels look just like this. Do not have a date on them. They're pretty worn. What I do is I just end up throwing these back into circulation in the hopes that someday a kid will find it in their change and say, what in the world is that? And it starts them loving coins. That is the hope. Has not happened yet. I'm really hoping that somebody would find, come on camera, somebody would find one of these coins that I'm throwing back into circulation and then bringing it in here and saying, hey, is this worth anything? And then I'll tell them, hey, I threw that back into circulation. Thank you for finding it. It's really not worth much, but use it as your regular change. Use it to buy something. Let people know that this stuff can still be in circulation. And we can use it as regular 5 cents. 1935. The 25. No date. No date. And I got these last 2 right here that don't look like... This one's got a date, but it doesn't. It's in really rough shape. It's a 1920. All right, some more stuff to get thrown back into circulation. We're almost done. We just got a small little bit left. Here is some quarters, and it looks like this Mercury dime was hanging out with the quarters. There's a 36, more junk silver right here. So we got some quarters right here. These Washington quarters, there are some that do have, there are key dates scattered around. If the camera would focus. 1955. This one is not a key date. Looks like it's got some holes, or they're not holes, but they're indents. 1945. Here's a 1964. Ooh, a 1936. Let's check out this 1936. What we are looking for is a D. 1936D. Let's see what we got. And, oh, no mint mark. Mint mark would be right there, right above the R. And, come on, camera, focus for me. Does not look like there's a mint mark there. Well, a 1936 no mint mark is really not worth much. In the junk silver bin it goes. And here's a 48. Looks like this one has been burned or something. Man, this camera's really ticking me off because this, I think I'm just going to stop doing close-ups of these coins. Here's a 62. Here's a 64. This camera does not want to focus for whatever reason. And another 42. A 47. And a 64. These are all going in the junk silver bin. And the last bit that we have are these flips right here. Let's go ahead and check out what we got. There's this one that's sticking out right here. Looks like this is a good luck charm from 1964. This is John J. Duncan for Congress. I don't know, do the people still do this? Congressman? Oh, that's cool. All right, here we go. We got some V-nickels. These guys not worth much. Here's a 19. Is that 19, 18? No, I don't know. I can't see it. I think I might need the magnifying glass for this one. Here we go. 18. Still can't see it. 18. Yeah, it's pretty worn. I don't know. What do you guys think? 1890? Maybe? I don't know. Let's check the back. Pretty worn. I'm not sure what it says. What year? I'm gonna see if I can see it with the naked eye. It kind of looks like 1821 with the naked eye, but that's definitely not it. Not sure. Maybe I'll take it out of the flip and give it some more attention. But more V-nickels. This right here is look at that. It's a 1875S 20-cent piece. This is the first 20-cent piece that I've gotten here at the store. Let me see if the magnifying glass would make this look any better. I kind of did like the way that looked with the camera. So here we go. A 1875 20-cent piece. It's cool, the first 20-cent piece that I've gotten here. 20 cents. Have you guys seen one of these before? This is, I think I've seen them before. This is the first one I've gotten here in the store that I've actually got to held. But it's a pretty cool 20-cent piece. That's definitely going to attract some people here. Oop, dropped the magnifying glass. I'll put that one aside. More V-nickels. Don't even need to look at those. Check this out. Here we go. 1848 1-cent piece. I've gotten these. I get 1-cent pieces all the time here. They're very common. These things aren't very expensive. This one has a price tag of $109. $190. My goodness. I highly doubt this one is worth that much. Oh, what's that right there? The price tag of $20. That seems more like it. That's definitely more like it. But it's a large 1-cent piece right here. Check this out, another 2-cent piece. That's crazy. This is the second collection today that had a 2-cent piece in it. This one's in pretty rough condition compared to the other one. It's an 1869, but it's in pretty rough shape. I'll probably end up taking it out of here, putting it inside another flip or one of those plastic baggies that I use. But that's cool. More V-nickels, and another V-nickel. So guys, that's going to do it for this collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. And If you like what I'm doing here, make sure you like, subscribe, leave me some comments, and I'll see you guys next time I get a cool collection.